Today, on Casey Lounge,
and Libation,
we're going to take you to Tailleur.
That's right. We recently visited them with our wives and had the time of our lives.
So sit back,
Relax,
and let us show you a blend of comfort food
and European-inspired delicacies.
We're off to the races.
Off to the races.
That'll make sense later.
Yeah.
Tailleur is located in the heart of Midtown at 3933 Main Street. One of the best new restaurants I've been to in Kansas City.
Yeah, it was pretty fantastic when we went. They also are the owners and operators of the Russell, which is located somewhere around 31st, 32nd in Main Street.
Mm-hmm. They're currently opening Cheval, which is a champagne bar that also features cocktails and small plates, holds a little over 30 people. That should be awesome.
Yeah, and then they are also working on opening Enchanté, which is going to be their bakery operation, right? And they're looking to move everything over from Tailleur over to Enchanté.
Yeah, and then deliver pastries.
Yeah.
And based on what you'll see in some of the video footage we have, the elaborate desserts they have probably need a lot of space to craft.
Yeah, they should definitely expand on that because the desserts we had were pretty awesome.
And if you're into the world of equine aficionado, they have you covered. They really like horses.
They do. They have a whole equestrian theme. Not theme.
It's like equestrian riding.
Yeah, I think it's like horse riding and...
Their new place, Cheval, is just French for horse. Mm-hmm. And then Enchanté, the bakery, what does that mean in French?
Pleased to meet you in French.
Nice to meet you?
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. So immediately walking into Tailleur, I noticed, they have just a very elegant but very comfortable vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a smaller space, but you don't feel like crammed in there. Just I feel like the decor, the lighting, like everything just gives you a very nice, comfortable vibe while you're sitting there.
Mm-hmm. When we arrived, what was the first thing we did?
Well, I was pretty parched, so of course I have to order a cocktail, right?
There it is.
Yep. I had a Sazerac, which is one of my favorite cocktails, and I thought they made a very nice one.
I started with a Pilsner Urquell. Cassie got a wine.
Shireen got a French 75, which she loved, and I had a couple sips.
Yeah.
It's very enjoyable.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, any kind of drink you want. You got beer, wine, cocktails.
So starting out, we had a very nice heirloom tomato tart. It had a creamy spinach and artichoke center with an heirloom tomato and balsamic reduction sauce on it.
Oh man.
It was fantastic.
That was really good. Next, we tried the pommes frites, so fancy fries. Came with ketchup and what I assume was a homemade aioli that was to die for.
Yeah, it was great.
I kind of saved it and dunked other things in it later. On to the main course. Cassie ordered the niçoise salad, which is a French salad. The one at Tailleur has salmon, roasted vegetables, potatoes, green beans, hard-boiled egg, all with a herb balsamic dressing.
It looked delightful.
Yeah, it was very good. Refreshing. The salmon was excellent.
Yeah.
Really well cooked. I really liked that. I was actually a little jealous when that came out.
You were like, oh man, I messed up.
Yeah. But then I had mine. I had one of the specials on the seasonal menu, the 8-ounce grilled swordfish. It featured sauteed cherry tomatoes, capers, and broccolini. It was fantastic. A lot of places don't have swordfish. It's kind of an interesting fish, I feel like, to cook because it's more like a steak consistency. It's a little bit of a harder fish, but excellent.
So for our entrees, Shireen had the pork shank, and it was a braised pork shank with creamy polenta, green beans, and a pork pain jus. And boy, that thing was very good. That pork was just falling off of the bone, super tender.
Oh yeah.
The polenta was super creamy. I really love polenta anyways. It's an easy thing that you can like overcook or undercook, and theirs was great. The green beans were good, and that pain jus, really delightful.
Yeah, I was really jealous, and she let me have a bite of it. It just fell apart in her mouth.
Yeah.
The pork shank was delicious.
It was very good.
And then what about you? You had
The star of the show.
You had a mound of food.
I did. The plate was huge. It came out. There was not anywhere on the plate that was like not just covered with food.
Right. Well, and I'm a big fan of ribeyes, and you are an even bigger fan.
Yes, ribeye is by far my favorite cut of beef. So I had the grilled ribeye, and this is a grilled 14-ounce coffee encrusted ribeye, and it came with a peppercorn sauce, crispy Brussels sprouts, and potatoes. And let me tell you what, a ribeye, my favorite cut of beef, but man, you can really elevate that with coffee encrusted ribeye.
Yeah.
I mean, it was huge. It was super tender, cooked perfectly, just very flavorful, very juicy. The Brussels sprouts were like cooked to perfection. They were crispy without being like charred or overdone.
Oh yeah.
And the potatoes are great. Like, I mean, like everyone's was great, but I thought like, man, I won this.
I'm getting so hungry.
I know.
Just thinking about all the food we had. Because I mean, I would have ordered any of our meals again. Then on to one of the crown jewels, I feel like, of Tailleur. When you walk by, there's this display case. You just see all the dessert that they have available. It all looks fantastic. The presentation. Cassie had been eyeing this flourless chocolate cake that she saw. Oh man, in the inside it had a layer of it that was like pear cream of some kind.
That's right.
That was really good. The first time we went, I had the trifle, which she had used like red velvet and had like frosting and things in there and then different things from the week that they had from the bakery.
Yeah.
Excellent. But this time I went with the pot de creme, which was essentially just a bowl full of delicious.
Is it like a mousse?
Like a mousse pudding type pot of cream.
Okay.
But it had homemade whipped cream and berries on top.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was my thing.
They both look like so good. Like their presentation is
It's fantastic.
It's so nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's excellent, and they have a really good selection of desserts too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just something kind of for everyone. I think.
Yeah. So yeah, Shireen's, she had the blackberry cobbler, and man, it was really great. The top, completely covered that bowl. It was kind of cakey, kind of moist, and then the blackberries, underneath that was just cooked to perfection. It was really good.
Really good. Yeah. She opted not getting ice cream, but you can get a scoop of ice cream on top.
You can, and afterwards she was like, I can see why people get a scoop of ice cream. I think she regretted not getting it.
Yeah.
So, and then I, of course, got the bread pudding because I'm a sucker for bread pudding.
I love bread pudding.
If it's on the menu, I'm probably going to try it.
Yeah. And yours had chocolate in it too, right?
That's right. Yeah, it was a chocolate and I believe caramel bread pudding.
Yeah.
Which it was kind of like just ribboned throughout it. And it was a large piece. Like
Huge.
they give you a huge piece of bread pudding.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was really good.
Overall, I'd say Tailleur is my favorite new restaurant downtown. The ambiance is amazing. Great drink selection. The apps were great. Entrees were perfect.
Great, yeah.
Desserts were extravagant yet simple and delicious.
Delectable.
It's kind of the whole package, and I do feel like it's an upscale restaurant, but it's also very comfortable, and I feel like with the high price you might pay at such an establishment, you are getting your money's worth.
For sure.
Things to also include in a restaurant review: the bathrooms, elegant, clean, and the service was great. Everyone that we encountered, the host, our server, everyone was awesome.
Everyone was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were very busy that night, and yet, we still had great service.
Oh yeah. Thanks again for joining us on this week's edition of KC Lounge.
And libation.
I'm Alan.
I'm Marco.
Be sure to go check out Tailleur.
That's
You're
right.
not going to be disappointed.
Yeah. Also, go check out their other establishments: The Russell, opening soon, Cheval, and Enchanté.
We can't wait to try them.
That's right.
For more reviews on booze and foods,
Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button.
cheers, guys.
Cheers. And that notification bell.
Oh yeah, notification bell. That too.